get the show started!
This Saturday, Charles Oliveira and Dustin Poirier will face each other in a main event title fight at UFC 269. Speaking to Miesha Tate and Renee Paquette on Throwing Down, Justin Gaethje shared his thoughts on the matchup and gave his prediction for the fight. Here's the clip.
The reason I am such a fan of the sport is because of the unpredictability of every second, no matter who's better, something about this sport, instances of time can just change everything. So it's hard for me to put a nail on something when I know that is such a factor, luck and chance. Ultimately, I think Poirier will win. I think if it goes past 2.5 rounds, I think Poirier wins. I think the first 2 rounds are going to be, I think if they get into some grappling situations, I think Poirier can get finished in the first 2.5 rounds. But I think after that, come down like most fights do to heart and will. And I think, there's something special about Poirier when it comes to that department, He's made all the money, but it's very special when you find someone that's not here just for the money, and he's one of those guys. So, I don't see him losing in the heart and will department in this fight.
While Khabib Nurmagomedov may have retired from professional mixed martial arts last year, he is still heavily involved in the sport. From coaching to running his own promotion and doing a string of interviews, Khabib hasn't been shy when talking about what he does and doesn't like about MMA. Khabib also received a lot of criticism for his comments about ring girls and UFC legend Jose Aldo. In a recent interview with Submission Radio, Israel Adesanya's coach, EUGENE BAREMAN, discussed the changes he noticed with Khabib and his team and explained why he lost all respect for them. Khabib talks more shit about other fighters than anybody, and I'm disappointed to see that. Because for me, he was a guy that, oh man, this guy's still a purist. That's not a part of his DNA. But now, you see him slagging fighters, and Makhachev does the same. That never used to be a part of their culture in the sport. Now, they're just like everybody else. Khabib talks just as much shit as everybody else. He used to respect all fighters, same as Makhachev. I heard that maybe their manager controls their Twitter, but then they're still foolish for letting the manager control their Twitter. I like the old. I like the way they used to be, before they got all Hollywood. They had their own culture, it was theirs. They weren't trying to be American. They brought a real pure kind of edge to the sport that's missing from the very top. That's missing from the very top because it's so cutthroat. But to see them now, just Twitter, blah blah, no good, this guy's here for a payday, this guy's here for that, this guy's no good, you're all you shouldn't fight him, you don't deserve, just do your thing. And how they do their thing is they just fight until it just gets to a point when you can't say no. And that was the thing that I respected. That's all. What do you guys think? Do you agree with EUGENE BAREMAN when it comes to Khabib and his team? Leave your comments below. On Monday, it was announced that Tyron Woodley will get his much-desired rematch with Jake Paul after Tommy Fury pulled out of the fight due to injury. Speaking on the most recent episode of the Believe You Me podcast, Michael Bisping shared his thoughts on the rematch between Woodley and Paul and discussed whether Tyron can get in shape in just 2 weeks' time ahead of the bout. Here's what he said.
But there is a new prop bet. Jake Paul says $500K if Tyron Woodley can knock him out.
You know why?
Why?
Why do you think he's doing that?
to make Woodley hunt for the knockout?
To make it seem to the public that there's a reason why you should buy this fight, right? Because we just saw it not long ago. Listen, God bless both of them, Tyron and Jake Paul. Good guys, you know, nothing against them. They made a tremendous amount of money, the pair of them, for that fight. But it was, you know, let's be honest, it was kind of a lackluster affair. You know, for Tyron, he didn't really pull the trigger. When he did pull the trigger, he looked dangerous, you know. And I think that's partly why they decided to go with Tommy Fury, because I think after that fight, people didn't want to see it again straight away, you know. So Tyron Woodley takes this on just under 2 weeks' notice. Is that going to stop him from going for the knockout? Because the last thing he wants to do is get tired, you know. And then if he does go for a knockout and he doesn't get it, it's going to play into Jake Paul's hands, because then he's going to be tired and then he's going to be able to take over. Because I think coming into this one, Jake Paul's going to be very confident. He did win last time. Yes, it was a split decision. Yes, Tyron said he thought that he won. I thought Jake Paul probably deserved to win it, although it was close. Tyron did look more dangerous than Jake. When he did let it go, you know, I think if he let it go more, he could have done that. But the fact that he hasn't had a full training camp, I think that will stop him from going for that, because he's going to be too scared, strong word, he's going to be too concerned with running out of gas in the fight.
Geoff Neal and Santiago Ponzininbbio will still scrap at UFC 269 on December 11th, despite Neal being arrested for DUI and gun charges. Speaking to UFC News a few days ahead of the bout, Ponzininbbio discussed his mindset and what he thinks about Geoff Neal as an opponent. Here's what he said.
I feel a little the timing, inactivity, but you know, I came back, I can take an underfit guy, tough guy, and show to the world I am back, you know, do 15 minutes a war, you know, my change is there, you know, my punches, my heart is there, you know, after bad first round, I back and won a really tough fight, you know, and I can prove I am back to the game, and I'm gonna prove in the you know, I'm gonna smash this kid Neal, you know, it's nothing personal, just business, you know, but this is one step close to my belt, and I'm gonna smash this kid, and I know I'm gonna be champion of the world. I know I have the power to finish Usman, and man, I'm ready for that, you know, I'm working hard, I'm going this way. Man, I think this fight is very exciting fight. He's good, you know, he's danger guy. For this reason, he is between of the best fighters in the world in the ranking, you know, but I know I'm ready for be champion in the world, for be the best in the world, you know. And Neal is one more step for me, you know. I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna smash this kid and keep moving forward to my belt, you know.
Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with the latest MMA news.